clear, do this mean that what is the main goal of our thesis? Every network security that its goal is to integrity, availability, and so the main goal of our thesis is to explore different tools and techniques which exploit the network security. And the second thing is that how to secure layer 2 and layer 3 devices. This is the main goal in which we work on it. Now different types of attackers we categorize in different categories that are white hat hackers, black hat hackers. So what is white hat hackers? First, white hat hackers is also called ethical hackers, and it is more skillful and knowledgeable hackers, and they know everything about the network security, but they don't use their skill and their knowledge to break the network. They just use their skill and knowledge to protect the network, and almost they work as a network administrator in every organization. Second one is black hat hackers. So black hat hackers are just opposite of white hat hackers. They are evils, and their main goal is just to break out the network security. And they are similar in skill and knowledge to white hat hackers, but they use their knowledge to break the network security. And the second thing is that they have no specified task that for what purpose they want to hack. Maybe their purpose is just for revenge or for money, or just to check their capabilities, that how we improve in hacking, our hacking capabilities. The third one is gray hat hackers. Gray hat hackers comes between white and black hat hackers. It means that they are also work just like white hat hackers. They just protect the network and perform security audits. But sometimes they just leave a kind of backdoor for their own goodness, or mean that they are not a permanent members of a company. They just call for security audit every time. So they run their own company and they perform security audits. Now breakers. Breakers are just in older version, and they are not used nowadays because they are used in those days when the phone system was not so enhanced, and these people work just to get free long distance calls, and nowadays they are not too much used. Script kiddies are not true hackers, mean that they have very little knowledge about hacking, and they just download some killer application and use them to attack on a network. And sometimes they just act like just with these tools they break the network security, but they are not just white hat hackers and black hat hackers in knowledge and skills. Now the hacktivists are just in broad categories. That mean they are just attack on different countries' networks, and they just use for terrorism and political issues, political motivations, mean just to steal some sensitive information of different countries. The last one is academic hacker. Academic hackers are just to attack on any academic institution network, just university, college, and school. And these are students which work to improve their grades and or to steal the paper to perform good score and this. Now these are general steps which every hacker performs. These are not in specific order. Maybe anyone can perform in any order. First is perform reconnaissance. Perform reconnaissance means that he just focus on network on which he can attack. He must just first port scan and all IP addresses which are in the network, and scanning everything, and then he can get a lot of information about the network. The second thing is identify active application in operating system. It also in this that what operating system is moving on network and what are the active application. And that third, gain system to the network. Fourth one is login with user credentials and escalate privileges. Fifth one is just create and gather other usernames and passwords. And then for escape, that's create backdoor and use system. Now this is the strategy. This is the defense and depth strategy which performed by Cisco to secure different networks. So it's just not that we bought secure devices and put them and secure our network. It just perform every work in their different layers. For example, in first layer there is ASA, and first layer that is ASA, adaptive server, adaptive security appliance. It just used for VPN termination points, and it inspect packets in deep. But if any kind of some type of limitation in ASA and the malicious traffic pass from ASA, then the second layer that is NEPS, network intrusion prevention. These are three, and these perform their work, and they stop the malicious traffic and block them and just inform the administrator about his incident that these malicious traffic we stop. And the last approach Cisco perform, and also in host, that host also perform security, that is HIP, host intrusion prevention system. If anything which comes from ASA and NEPS and it comes to host intrusion prevention system, then they also have capability to stop this type of network malicious traffic. And then management must have their own path from other network traffic, because if any problem in the network, so management have a path that they go and recover their problems. So for this purpose, that is out of band management system. It always on larger systems we use, larger networks we use. So these are the defense and depth strategy which Cisco performed.